reverse order of finish, so it's the slower boys off the front. Pro 7 Pluses get away first, and then around about 10 seconds later, it is the Pro 7 class. Fastest of the Pro 7 Pluses is Andy Duffin. Fastest in the Pro 7 is Brett Killip, and he's well back, about 5th row, as they head into Jenny and Holmes for the first of 8 times. And it's number 8, Jason Martin, out onto the back straight. He's leading the Pro 7 Pluses. The one to look for, though, is car number 1. Oh, a big lock up there coming in the mid-pack there in the Pro 7. So there is number 26, that's Brett Killip. He was the fastest qualifier, and he is the past North Island champion. Back into the sport after a bit of a delay, trying to get back into shape for the upcoming New Zealand Championship. And just as we saw in the Oscars, the Toyo Tyres Pro 7s run a parallel championship, north and south, and then a combined New Zealand Championship. You heard Brett Killip saying that it's going to be at Ruapuna down in Christchurch. This is what's happening at the front of the field, though. Still number 8. He's got track position, and he will lead them. Coming up and over the top of the mountain, Jason Martin from Hamilton. The wheels 2 and 4 car. Second place man, I think it might have been Eric Sinden. We'll have a look at him as they come across the line. And just looking to find where Andy Duffin is, just mine in the back of the pack at the moment. Number 70, it is Martin Hicks, up into second place now. Martin Hicks, of course, had a go at racing the New Zealand V8. Now back into the Pro 7 Plus part. There is Brett Killip, just alongside him, Tim Forster from Hastings. Watch 2 for Blythe, Bill Blythe, number 16, he'll be up there. And so too will Chris Hewitt, number 72, all battling out for the championships. Number 50, well, that is one of the veterans, and that's Brodie Scott from Auckland, the Chamberlain New Zealand sponsored car. As we go back to the front of the field, still number 8 leading it, that's Jason Martin. Oh, big move coming there from car number 69, and what a move it was. Miles Fothergill from Wanganui moves up about 4 spots. Going with him is the defending champion, that's Andy Duffin, car number 1, and it'll be Duffin that'll shake himself up into second place now as they head up and over the top. 77 going with him, that's Elton Witchman. Fothergill is there as well. So they are finding their own order here. 39 in it too, and that's Bruce Gay. You'd expect him to head towards the front of the field. Still number 8 leading it, that's Jason Martin. There is number 77, that's Fothergill. And there is Bruce Gay, number 39, in the Easy to Spot green car. So nothing in it in the Pro 7 Pluses. Pro 7 Pluses, of course, running the 13B engine in the Link computers. The Pro 7s running the 12A engines. 26, Killip, looking for racing room. He's got a couple of cars ahead of him for the moment. But he qualified just about 7/10 of a second quicker than anyone else in the Pro 7 field. So if he can get some racing room, you get the feeling that he may just get to the front and start to disappear. And that's what Andy Duffin's got in the race plan, I'm sure. You've just got a glimpse of him still in second place. This is a battle with Bruce Gay and Miles Fothergill, and this is exactly what he did in the previous lap. Down the inside to the hairpin, takes Gay. Gay bounces off the curbs, comes straight back at him. Race leader continues to be number 8, but not for very much longer, I would think, because Andy Duffin already all over him. The Resine Paints Penrose car. Oh, and he gets very, very sideways. Well, that's an uncharacteristic error from Duffin. And is he going to lose second place to number 77, Elton Witchman? Across the top they come. Duffin has regathered his composure, still sits in second place. Bruce Gay looking for inside running. So too Witchman, so too Fothergill. Race leader, though, oblivious to this, all going on behind him still, is Jason Martin from Hamilton. Action aplenty in the Pro 7 Pluses. Class introduced back in 2003-2004 season. 26 in the front now in the Pro 7s. This is Brett Killip from Hamilton, right in behind him. It looks like it'll be Stu Hewer, car number 3. So these two continuing their battles that they had in race number 1. Killip entering the championship here at Pukekohe, didn't do rounds 1 and 2. Meantime, at the front of the field, this is the battle for the minors. Number 77 is in it, Elton Witchman. On the inside of him, it is Miles Fothergill. Bruce Gay there, should any of them make a mistake. And still, it's number 8, Jason Martin in the front. Duffin, a little bit closer this time round in second place. So 69 up ahead now. Miles Fothergill on Elton Witchman. Gay there, tucked up under the rear deck spoiler as they head up over the Ford Mountain. This is a battle for 4th, 5th and 6th. Meantime, at the front still is Number 8 leads it. Jason Martin from Hamilton. Andy Duffin, the Resine car, sits in second place. He had an uncharacteristic problem coming up to Ford Mountain in the previous lap. It's taken about a lap to regain his composure, but he's done that now. So Duffin, well, Martin goes way, way too wide on the back straight, the entrance to the back straight out of Castrol, and that's cost him first spot, and it might have cost him second and third as well. Number 3 in the Pro 7, Stu Hewer. There is number 26, Brett Killip. And these cars identical in performance, and like so many 1 or 2 make classes in New Zealand motorsport, it comes down to the engineering capability and driver ability. This man is the defending champion in the Pro 7 Pluses, and he's in the front again. It's Andy Duffin from Pukekohe. So this, a hometown round for Duffin. Round goes one of the cars in the background. That hasn't split the lead group too much, but it's made them dive for cover from about 5th, 6th and 7th on. So heading up over the top, this is Jason Martin. Right in behind him, it is Miles Fothergill, and then it is Bruce Gay. Meantime, race leader is Andy Duffin. Second place now is number 77. That's Elton Wichman as they head down into the Jenny and Home sweeper once again. Lapping around here in about the 68-second mark. Oh, and Gay goes very, very sideways. He's lucky not to lose a spot there to Miles Fothergill. Fothergill sits in behind him. Jason Martin still sitting up in third place. Out on the front, Andy Duffin starting to pull a bit of a disappearing act. Meantime, this battle continues in the Pro 7s. This is the battle for second, third and fourth. Hewer is in it. Phil Blythe there as well. Matthew Lockwood, number 36. 76 is Loving. Number 50 there, Brodie Scott, back in 7th place at the moment, or somebody going just a little bit wide there, and I think that might have been Scott Harrison. Gathers it back up again as they head down and out through Castrol and onto the back straight once more. So 2 races within 1. This is the battle at the front of the field in the Pro 7 Pluses. Duffin leads it. Then it is number 77, Elton Wichman. Then it's 39, Bruce Gay. And then it's 69, Fothergill. Well, that is a problem. That's Tim Forster, car number 16 from Hastings. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's a dangerous spot and they bring out the safety car. Meantime, across the stripe, Duffin leads it. 77, Wichman in second. Bruce Gay moving through into third place now, ahead of Fothergill, and still Jason Martin back in fourth. In and out of Jenny and Holmes, you see the yellow flags flying. Now, it remains to be seen what they're going to do with that car as we zoom in on Elton Wichman. Here is the battle for second and third in the Pro 7s. Number 3, Stu Hewer, Phil Blythe right in there. Remember, they're battling for a championship as well as they come up over the top of Ford Mountain. The red flag comes out and the race has been stopped. Now, what that means is all the good work that Bruce Gay has done is going to be for nothing, because they'll go back to the last fully recorded lap, and that will see Bruce Gay back in 4th place. No doubt about the race winner, though. Andy Duffin takes it from Elton Wichman. Jason Martin, as we said, Gay goes back into 4th. 5th place is Miles Fothergill, and in 6th it is Bob Smith. 7th goes to Paul Savage, whilst in the Pro 7s, Brett Killip gets another win here at Pukekohe from Stu Hewer, Phil Blythe, Matthew Lockwood, Terry Loving, Phil Kerr and Brodie Scott.
Andy, a good result for you, 2 out of 2 for the weekend. Pushed all the way there in that second race, though.
Yeah, definitely, mate. The reverse grid races are always a bit of excitement, and you just got to make a few holes if you can and push your way through, without taking too many chances.
Have you noticed a big difference in the racetrack surface over maybe a year ago here at Pukie, especially down into turn 1?
Yeah, definitely very bumpy this year. The cars are still going quick. We're still happy with our lap times, but yeah, the cars are bouncing a lot through that first turn. What
sort of changes are you making to the car to maybe sort of combat that?
We're going a little softer, just so it hangs in there a little better, but yeah, we're pretty happy with the pace of the car. It's going really good.
Elton, you finished 3rd in the first race yesterday. You've improved 1 better today, and you pressed Andy pretty much all the way to the end.
Yeah, we're still a little bit behind Andy. He's pretty quick, probably about a half a second to find, but we're getting there slowly. Yeah, the car's going pretty well. So, yeah.
What are the major differences between the older Series 1 cars and the newer cars?
It's much more advanced, tunable chassis. They're a really well balanced car, and they're quite a bit quicker. I think we're lapping about 4 seconds a lap quicker here. So,
are they both pretty cost effective to go motor racing?
Oh, definitely, yeah. It's the Series 1's a really good entry level, and it's a good way to find your feet in our RX7 class. And once you sort of done your time there, it's quite an easy step up into the next class, into the Pro 7 Plus, the Series 5s and 6s.
Brett, like Andy in the Pro 7 class, you've dominated the weekend so far for the RX7s, a win in race 2.
Yeah, we had a real good win yesterday from pole, and top 10 reverse grid today, and we're off 10, and came through quite early through the traffic, and brought it home.
little bit different running through the traffic rather than starting up front. You enjoy going through some of the other cars?
Yeah, really do. It's almost a favourite race of the weekend, you know. The boys make you work for it. And it was a little bit shame. Race finished a bit early, but we got to the front early, so it was good. It still worked out all right.
You enjoying knocking on the back door of some of the faster, newer cars as well?
Yeah, there's definitely a few medals in that. That's definitely worth it. Yeah, keep those boys honest.
Stu, you finished 7th yesterday in the 7 class. A big improvement for you today.
Yes, good to finish second today. The boys worked really hard over the weekend. We've been having a few issues, so it's good to get a good result. Yeah.
What are the plans for the 3rd and final race of the weekend?
Brett Killip's obviously going to be pretty hard to catch. He's got some good straight line speed. The rest of the field, we're very close, the rest of the field, so if I can get away to a good start, then I just need to hold positions and try and finish as far up as I possibly can, yeah.
So this is the 3rd and final race for the weekend for the Toyo Tyres Pro 7s. Pro 7 Plus get away first. Then there is a 10-second gap back to the Pro 7s, and in the Pro 7 Pluses, Andy Duffin leads them away. Watch for car number 26, that's Brett Killip, down on the inside of the racetrack in your shot as he heads off with this big field of Pro 7s. The class going from strength to strength. There is the defending champion, Duffin in the front, and the current points leader as this is round 3. 26 leads it, and that is Brett Killip. Matthew Lockwood sits up in 2nd place. Phil Blythe is there as well. Remember, Blythe, Lockwood, and a couple of the others, Stu Hewer, all going for championships. Brett Killip, well, he's joined the series a little bit late, so he can go for wins, but maybe the championship is out of his reach. Championship certainly not out of this man's reach, though. Andy Duffin and the Regime Penrose Motors Pro 7 Plus car. Bruce Gay trying to move up on car number 77, Elton Wichman. Watch 2 for Fothergill in there as well. Jason Martin 2. Shane Padgett there, number 97. So too, number 91, Aaron Prosser. One of the veterans, 53, Bob Smith. Oh, someone's gone off in the Pro 7s. Not going to hinder the race front runners, though. Well, I've got 8 laps to decide who's going to win this race. And if you had any spare cash jiggling around in your pocket, you put your money on number 26, Brett Killip. He's been dominant. 47, plenty of damage there for Phil Kerr. Another one that was up in the championship points table. So that's going to give him a bit of a hit in the points situation. This is a battle going on behind Duffin. It's number 39, Bruce Gay, and also number 77, Elton Wichman. 27 leads this little bunch through, and that is Debbie Hill, one of the few women racing drivers in New Zealand motorsport. Well, it's been debated long and hard about how long the gap should be between the Pro 7 Pluses and the Pro 7s, and they've settled on 5 seconds. It started off at 10 to 15 seconds, but they've moved that down a little bit now as we watch the man in 4th place, and that's Miles Fothergill. Just up ahead of him it is Bruce Gay, Elton Wichman, and the race leader continues to be Andy Duffin. Behind Fothergill, it's car number 97, that's Shane Padgett, Paul Savage, Jason Martin there as well. They come up and over the top, and Bruce Gay's on the grass, and can he get it back on the black stuff? Yes, he can. It's cost him a spot, though. 77, Wichman's gone up ahead of him. So, a little bit of drama here, just took it a little bit wide, coming up over the top of Ford Mountain. Well, we've seen that a couple of times today from Bruce Gay. Was a little bit wide coming through here as well. That's the Jenny and Holmes sweeper. 28 on your screen is Nick Puttock in the Pro 7s, currently sitting at around about 9th or 10th spot. Meantime, we go to the front of the Pro 7s, and it's number 26 leading it. And that's Brett Killip, and he's just passed number 53, Bob Smith, of the Pro 7 Pluses. And Bob, one of the veterans of the Toyo Tyres Pro 7 series, one of the originals from Wanganui. Duffin continues to lead at the front of the Pro 7 Pluses. So no change really at the head of affairs. In and out of the hairpin they come. 2nd place is Elton Wichman. Then it is Miles Fothergill. Bruce Gay is in there as well. Jason Martin is in behind him. Padgett, Savage, and Prosser there too in this little gaggle of cars. And it won't be too much longer as he comes out of the hairpin. There is the leader in the Pro 7s, and that is Brett Killip. 2nd place would be Phil Blythe, and in 3rd would be Matthew Lockwood, car number 36. So no real change there as well, although things getting a little bit interesting here in this battle for the minors. There is car number 3, Stuart Hewer, and right in behind him is Brodie Scott, car number 50. Well, Scott couldn't get any closer. In fact, I think there was a touch as they come up over the top of Ford Mountain. 47, well, we saw him in the wars earlier on. That's Phil Kerr, got a big dent in the side of the door. Look at this battle here. It's going to go right down to the wire. I think Scott looking for racing room on the outside as they head into the Genian home sweeper. Meantime, 36, Matthew Lockwood, locked in a battle there with Phil Blythe at the front of the field in the Pro 7. Still, it is Brett Killip. Oh, Scott as sideways as you like. Maybe he's in a bit of Toyo tyres trouble. As this is car number 8, Jason Martin, having a battle with Paul Savage. This is what's happening in the Pro 7 Pluses. This is the battle for 6th and 7th place. Heading down towards the Ford Mountain now. Jason Martin leading this little battle over Paul Savage. No change at the front of the field. Still Duffin leads it from Elton Wichman, Bruce Gay. So gaps starting to appear in the field. There's Savage looking for racing room now on car number 8, and that is Jason Martin. Right in behind them, it is car number 70, Martin Hicks. And also in there, 17, Eric Sinton, and 88, Ian Martin. So an enthralling little battle within a battle going on here in the third and final race for the Toyo Tyres Pro 7s. And this one isn't going to be over till the checkered flag falls, I'm sure. Number 3, and that is Stuart Hewer from Wanganui, the Auto Stripes Roller Roof Racks car. And also battling hard is car number 36, and that is Matthew Lockwood, and also Phil Blythe going at it like there's no tomorrow. Meantime, Brett Killip has cleared away. Pressure coming on here for Jason Martin, and moving up with him is car number 97, Shane Paget from Rangiora. So he's come all the way from the deep south. He's probably going to be one of the contenders when the New Zealand Championship starts for this class at Ruapuna. Oh, and he's got track position as they head up over the Ford Mountain. He takes the spot from Jason Martin. So the big mover this time is Shane Paget from Rangiora, the Ray White Real Estate Pro 7 Plus. This, the battle further down through the field, and Savage wants a piece of it as well, trying to get down almost onto the pit lane as they head down into the Genian home sweeper once again. Well, he's going to be caught out for track position is Jason Martin. Paget in the front of this group. This is now the battle for 5th, 6th and 7th place on your screen. 8th, Aaron Prosser is in it as well. This is the battle for 2nd and 3rd in the Pro 7s. Phil Blythe and Matthew Lockwood going at it like there's no tomorrow. 16 on 36. Race leader continues to be number 26, and that is Brett Killip. But number 16, the Alatank Concrete Water Tanks car of Phil Blythe, just holding out number 36, and that is Matthew Lockwood from Palmerston North, the Solar Pro car. Then we go back to this enthralling little mid-pack battle, number 4 in the Pro 7 Pluses. Paul Savage just up ahead of him, it is Jason Martin. Up in the lead of this little group at the moment is still number 97, Shane Paget from Rangiora. 4, well-prepared little car, Paul Savage from Hamilton. But it's the man from Rangiora leading it, and that is Shane Paget. Right in behind him, car number 8, Jason Martin. Then it's Savage, we talked about him. And Savage just in danger of getting gapped from this little group. Look at this enthralling battle for 2nd and 3rd. Forget about Brett Killip, he's well out in front. Blythe and Lockwood going at it, door handle to door handle as they head up over the top of Ford Mountain. Well, we've already seen a few go on the grass heading up over here. Hasn't worked this time for Lockwood. Blythe keeps it on the straight and narrow. Across the line they go. This is the battle for 2nd and 3rd in a race within a race. This is the Pro 7 class. Oh, and this time it's Lockwood that gets very, very sideways, heading out of Genian Homes, gets it all back under control again as they go through the S's. Phil Blythe, though, holds on to 2nd spot. 3rd is Lockwood. Then we go back to Stuart Hewer. This is the race leader proper, and he's leading the Pro 7 Pluses, and this is Andy Duffin. 1 lap to go for Duffin. 2nd place, Elton Wichman. Quite a gap back to Bruce Gay. Then it's Miles Fothergill. But Duffin's showing them a clean pair of wheels here at Pukekohe Park Raceway for Thunder in the Park in association with First Windows and Doors. It's a Tier 2 meeting, but there's nothing Tier 2 about this man. Number 1, the champion in the Pro 7 Pluses from last year, the points leader in the lead. We go back to this battle for 2nd and 3rd, and it's going to go right down to the wire. We're on the last lap, remember, and it is Phil Blythe holding out Matthew Lockwood. Heading up to get the 1 lap to go board for the Pro 7. Up and over the top of Ford Mountain they come once again. Now what can Matthew Lockwood do about it? Blythe in control in this little race within a race. Within a race, really. Brett Killip out by the proverbial country mile, but this battle is second and third, and once again Blythe gets a little bit untidy, jumps the curbs. Lockwood can't do anything about it though. Out onto the back straight, they're on their last lap as this man heads up over the top of Ford Mountain to come and win the third and final Pro 7 Toyo Tyres race of the day. Number 1, Andy Duffin will get there in first. In second place it will be Elton Wichman, and in third place look for the green car, and that is Bruce Gay. Here is the leader in the Pro 7s, and this is the New Zealand Cranes, Brett Killip out of Hamilton, back into the series after a fairly lengthy layoff. And as we said before, he's started where he left off at the front of the field. 26, Brett Killip, the Cranes International car, is going to come through and win this one. This is number 83. Now he's had his problems out there. Scott Harrison, the Carpet 1 car. Killip goes across the line in first place. Who's going to get second? Will it be Blythe or Lockwood? It'll be Blythe. Number 16 up and over the top of Ford Mountain. Lockwood right there with him, but I don't think he's got anything for Phil Blythe as they come across the line. Blythe takes this battle. It's gone on for the whole 8 laps. So, in the Pro 7 Pluses, it is Andy Duffin in the front from Elton Wichman. Bruce Gay crossed the line in third place. Then it was Miles Fothergill, Shane Padgett, Paul Savage and Jason Martin. Whilst in the Pro 7, Brett Killip gets another win at Pukekohe Park Raceway from Phil Blythe, Matthew Lockwood in third, Stuart Hewer in fourth place, and in fifth, Scott Harrison. Sixth place went to Brodie Scott. In seventh, it was Nick Puddock.
Andy, congratulations. Clean sweep for the weekend. You've got to be pretty happy.
Absolutely stoked, mate. Yeah, it's great to get out there and really do the business. It's great.
Were you aware of the action behind you? Bruce Gay had a very, very big moment in third.
Yeah, I was watching them in the mirrors. You got to keep an eye on those guys because they come from anywhere, and Bruce, all 4 wheels in the dirt sideways. Great save to keep it all together. Yeah, guys, great driver.
You got some momentum now for defending your championship going forward. You're confident going to the next round?
Never been to Ruapuna, so that's going to be a real big learning curve. I don't know if all of the drivers have driven there before or not, but you know, we've got to learn the track real fast. So Friday's going to be very, very important. And then off to Timaru the next weekend, so that's another one I haven't seen before. Not so confident, but we'll be out there doing the business.
Elton second again behind the 1. He's just got a little bit too much for you at the moment.
Yeah, he sure has. We've been sort of battling a bit of a fuel problem all weekend, and it came back sort of halfway through the race, so really we're just holding on for grim death towards the end and pretty lucky to get second. So, yeah.
It looked pretty close at the start. You were sort of holding your own, but that fuel problem was the cause you just dropped back at the end?
Yeah, it's debatable whether I would have had enough pace to get Andy anyway, but it certainly wasn't helping. We couldn't get over 7,000 down the back straight, so it really cost us towards the end. So we're lucky to get home second. Happy with that.
Bruce, you were shaking your head when you got out of the car as a change of underwear and need after that rather big moment coming up over the top of the hill.
Yeah, it was a bit of a big moment, but we managed to get back on, which is good. But yeah, quite a frightening spot there actually. But I was committed to the corner, so I kept my foot hard in it, and we managed to come out all right. So my cousin races HQs, and he likes the grass. He said to give it a go, so I thought I'd get in there and have a crack at it. But no, it was a bit of a frightening moment. So you normally hit the wall up there, so we're pretty happy to have come out of it.
Yeah, you were probably as far over as you possibly can go without hitting the wall. Other than that, a pretty solid weekend. Third in that race. That was a pretty good outcome for you.
Yep, we were a little bit down in power, but the boys worked all last night to get us a little bit more, so Auckland Performance Tuning did a really good job of the car, and yeah, we're happy to be here, and it's been a good racing, so really stoked.
Brett, 3 out of 3 for the weekend. Looks like you did that one pretty comfortably.
Yeah, it was good. Just concentrated on, got a real good start and just head down and just really pushed like as hard as I could, and it was, yeah, the car was going really well.
Did you see the plus cars sort of front of you having their own private battles? You were sort of wanting to get in amongst those guys?
Exactly, yeah, definitely, yeah. I think I can see myself in one of those cars in the not too distant future.
Well, after 3 rounds, it is Andy Duffin still on top on 260 points from Bruce Gay on 223. Elton Wichman is third, followed by Paul Savage, Aaron Prosser, Bob Smith, and Shane Padgett in 7th on 157 points. Well, we now know why Phil Blythe was driving so hard, because he leads the championship on 238 points from Brodie Scott on 195, with a tie with Phil Kerr also on 195.